Good morning. So today I am filming myself while I am doing 1940s makeup. Now, obviously I'm not a makeup expert, but I've done a lot of research and studied. So this is what I do when I do a 40s look. Please excuse the pajamas and the bathroom. We're a work in progress here. Okay, so I'm going to begin. First thing I'm going to do is just put a little bit of a grey colour here on the top lids. I've already started doing a little bit today because I am pushed for time as usual, because I do a lot of events and have to go early in the morning. Now this one's not quite so early as some of my other ones, but it's early enough that I have to run around a bit quicker. So the next thing you do, once you've got a nice little black, grey, just a small amount, just literally on the lids. Then the next thing you do, what I do, is the black line on the bottom. Nothing too heavy because we're not doing Hollywood makeup. We're doing as if we're doing a sort of VE party. Any little mistakes can be smudged in and then sorted out with cold cream. I've already got my contact lenses in. I know you should put your lenses in first, so that's why I've done what I've done, why I've got the lenses in first. Plus I can see what I'm doing a bit better as well. So the next thing, which I've already started, is the lip line. I outline our lips with a, sort of nude colour. I've already got a basic base on. With a 40s eye, you don't put it on the bottom. Now a little bit has smudged onto the bottom, always does. So I get my trusty Pond's cold cream. I like to use the old-fashioned stuff. It's very effective. And it does get rid of makeup quite nicely. The only danger of that is, of course, you could get Pond's cold cream on your contact lenses, which is not very pleasant. But as you can see, it clears that up nicely. Any little mistakes can be just smudged away with the old Pond's. You don't do too thick a line because we're not doing a 60s look. And we're not doing anything too over the top. So that's a nice basic eye. I could put mascara on, but today I'm not going to because I'm doing a bit of proper reenactment. So I don't want to put on a Hollywood look. I want to be just a daytime gal. So my next phase for me, because I do it like nearer the end, is I put a little bit of blusher on. Now in the 40s, obviously I'm using all modern makeup, but in the 40s blusher was not a huge thing, but it was still used. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multitask my makeup, because they would have done that at the time. And I'm just going to put a dab of red lipstick just on the apple of my cheek there. Very small. Like that. At the moment it looks a bit like a scary clown look. But then just a little smudging in each side. Please excuse the lighting in this video. I am quite pale anyway, and this makes me look even paler. I'm not really this pale in real life, but I am pale. So just a little on the apples of the cheeks just brings a little bit of colour. And you can just smudge that in. And that is not bad, really. It looks quite effective. So now with that lovely trusty red that I just had, I'm now going to put on my Victory Red lipstick. So I'm going to get my blusher, early in the morning, my lippy brush out. Very good. Nice little lippy brush with a nice sharp angle on it. And just dab a little bit on there. Go over the whole lip. Getting those angles. Now, I line my lip with a nude colour because I'm not a makeup expert. And if I use a red, it tends to look clowny. But if I do it with this and then build the colour up gradually, you get quite a nice shaped 40s lip. Little smudge. And you just keep building up the colour until you get it to the red you want. And I do it like this. I'm afraid I pull some very strange faces when I'm make-upping. I'm not a glow-up star, so my symmetry may be slightly off, but I don't think any 1940s lady housewife would have probably been that good. Anyway, now I think I want that a little bit redder because after all it is a V-Day thing. So I use my actual vintage red, which I use very sparingly just as a top coat. It's an absolutely beautiful vintage Dior red, and I do use it. It's got a slight bit of gloss to it. I think it's actually an 80s one, but just gives that a little bit of glamour. Now I'm not going to mess much more with that. I think that's about right for me. I'm not a heavy makeup girl. Now the only thing left to do is my brows. I have waxed them into a fairly 40s shape already, but they'll be done next. Okay. The brow pomade. So I've got a little brow pomade palette. It's in a bit of a state because I've had it for a while. People will probably frown on it that it's old makeup, but it's very good stuff and it works very well for me. So I go in and lightly brush that on, and that just enhances the colour and shape. It's a nice soft brow. They weren't too thick and heavy, and there wasn't too much work in them. just work into it with the... I've got a very old-fashioned sort of brush, stubby brush for my eye makeup, eyebrow makeup. It works brilliantly, and then you go in with the pencil and just refine a bit. As I say, brows were not a huge feature of the 40s, but you just want them a bit more sculpted. So there you go. That's pretty much it for today, apart from I have a few spots. They came up overnight. I wasn't expecting to see them, so I'll just put a little bit of concealer on them. Brush them in. This is not a how-to with spots guide or anything, so this is just so I can look a bit more. Oh, and look, marvellous. Got it on my teeth. Such an easy thing to do. My top tip, is put your finger in your mouth. The lipstick comes off on your finger, and then doesn't come off on your teeth. Now, obviously, I want it to last, this makeup, because I'm going to be out all day. So what I tend to do is lightly powder. I use a loose powder. And I just tap it on. So I should use a powder puff, but I don't have one at the moment. Then go over. So I think I'm pretty much done. Yes. So that is the makeup done. Now I shall get on my clothes and then I'll do the hair. Well, I say I'll do the hair. What I'll do is I'll put a turban on. I'll show you how to do that. Thanks. That'll be in the next video. Bye.